Hey, this is John. Welcome back to my Let's Play of Mechanical Mastery. In the last episode, we prepped some machines to ready the creation of the regular mechanical essence. Let's go see if we can set this stuff up. I'm not sure I have everything I need, but if we don't, I guess we'll build more things. Okay, so here is where I've moved all the machines. I've got the three redstone furnaces that make iron, copper, and aluminum. We've got our multi-servo presses making rod dies and gears and the other gears. And we've got this guy, the sequential fabricator. So we need to get two more raw materials. We need to get tin and we need to get nickel. So let's put those guys right here. I'm going to put the EMC links underneath. And let's get some raw tin and some raw nickel. All right, there we go. Tin and nickel. Redstone furnaces. They can be an auto input and will output to the back, but it's not going to be an auto output. Okay, there we go. So they are getting their stuff now, and they do have power, so they'll start hooking up tin and nickel for us. All right, we're kind of out of space on this row, so I think we got to go a couple rows over and try again. So let's set up more laser nodes. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, that should be fine. Okay, so we've got these machines over here. We've got the induction smelter, the multi-servo press, and another multi-servo press. I'm realizing I didn't build a pulverizer, which we will need to get that. So we should probably do that as well. Let's go ahead and set up our induction smelters. One of them is going to do steel, one of them is going to do bronze, one of them is going to do Invar. And then we'll have our presses. So I think I'm going to put the pyrolyzer here, the pulverizer to get coal here. So I'll put the presses right here. And that leaves the final piece of the puzzle, the last multi-servo press, which will get our regular mechanical essence and turn that into EMC. So again, I'm going to put the EMC link down beneath him. So he is going to output to the bottom, and he will do auto output. Okay, so that's most of our machines. We need a pulverizer and to move the pyrolyzer. So let's get a pulverizer. I'll need an EMC link for him too, I'm realizing. So we'll have to get one of those. Alright, another tin gear for another machine frame. Then we've got 2 copper gears. And then a redstone coil. Alright, there's the pulverizer. And then we need an EMC link. There we go. So that should turn raw coal ore into coal for us. We're going to need a nullifier for him as well. So there we go. Pulverizer with the raw EMC link. And then the pyrolyzer is over here. We're going to break him and this guy. Okay. So I need the pyrolyzer to be here. We'll still keep that nullifier, and he kept his list, right? Yep, okay. So actually we'll put the nullifier on the bottom. Okay. Not the back, the bottom. Okay. And then he will output to the back, and he will input from the right. Auto input disabled, auto output enabled. Okay. Let's actually have you be an auto. No, that doesn't need to be there. Okay, you are going to be an output to the left. That's going to be for just the coal. And that's all that can go in here. So the rest of the stuff won't really matter. We'll either nullify the rest of it, or we'll get one of those cactus augments or something else. I'm not sure yet, but we'll do something with it. For now, I'll probably get a cactus augment to get rid of the extra stuff. Okay, I think that is everything. How many cards do I have? I should have enough to power these. So let's put energy cards in all of them. I definitely don't have enough item cards. We're going to have to make more of those. But we'll get those in a little bit. And none of these are connected, so we're going to have to fix that as well. All right, where's my laser wrench? Okay. Let's connect you to you. Do you have power now? Yeah. Okay. Connect you to you, and there, and there. Okay, are you all getting power? You are slowly. It'll take a bit, so that should be fine. Okay, so these guys are all getting power now. So what do we actually need to do to make this system work? We need to make sure the raw materials go into the right places. So we should probably set something up with an item channel. So we've got some servos here. We've got some redstone furnaces. I'm going to call that channel 1. These are the raw materials we need to build items. So let's say that all of these guys that are the furnaces that make the ingots extract on channel 1. If we open our card holder, we can right click and configure them all at once. I do like that feature. So channel 1 max stack transfer right now and set them to extract. Now I can simply put 5 of these in the extract slot. Actually, hang on, I want to do one thing real quick. I think they should also be round robin. That way, materials that need more than one thing will process automatically. Okay, sorry. When I have multiple machines using an ingot, it will round robin which one of those gets that thing. Won't just send to the nearest one first. Now I think we're going to limit them with counting filters, so it probably won't matter, but it shouldn't hurt. So we'll just go ahead and do that anyway. Okay, there we go. We are extracting on those 3 and these 2 over here. I thought he wasn't getting more, but he is. Okay. We're low on EMC, but we've got our backup, and we will start the system up soon again, so it shouldn't be a problem. In fact, actually, this guy is compressing crystals for us, so we'll have more of that in a minute. All right, now we're going to need some inputs on this channel. So let's change these guys to be an insert. And they're all going to have the same priority. So you are an insert of copper ingots, but we're going to limit how many of those go in there. So why don't we get some filters to make sure that happens. So let's get filters from Laser.io, and I'll want several of them to be counting filters. So we'll start by getting, how many, what are we missing? Bars? Okay. We'll get that many basic filters, and we're out of cobble, so that's fine. I think I'm going to want at least 8 of these to be counting filters. All right. Okay, we'll see how far that gets us. I'm sure it won't get us as far as we need to go. I want to go ahead and make 10 more item cards as well, because I'm sure that we're going to need them. Okay, so for starters, you have an insert on channel. Didn't I make 10 cards? I took off 3 of those. Did I make only 3? Oh well, we'll fix it in a minute. Yeah, you're the first multi-turbo press. So let's start by configuring you to be channel 1 and insert. Can you stack now? No, you still can't. Why can't you stack? Probably because of your extract filter. Okay, well, that's fine. We don't need to worry about it. You are going to be an insert on channel 1. So let's set all of these guys to be redstone high for just a minute. That way I can hold off on doing anything until I filter them. So you're going to be a counting filter of copper ingots. I don't want you to have more than 2 at a time. And then we can enable you. So you aren't going to do anything unless you have no copper ingots. Then you'll put 2 in there. Okay, that will limit how much copper we're making. This guy is aluminum, so we will insert no more than 8 aluminum. So aluminum ingots go in here, and that should be good for that. And he will now get 8, and he'll start working. This is going to be the iron guy, so we will have you do no more than 8 iron ingots. All right. And that should be good. Okay, he starts working. The sequential fabricator needs copper rods and iron gears. So now we need another extract channel. These guys that are making products like rods and aluminum gears and iron gears, I'm going to call that channel 2. So let's change these to be an extract on channel 2. And we'll go ahead and set their redstone mode right now to ignored. So you are an extract on 2, you are an extract on 2, and you are an extract on 2. This is the material we need to make our basic mechanical essence. And now we'll have an insert on channel 2, and we will filter that. But right now, he is set to ignore. Let's set him to high. And let's say that I only want, what do we have? Copper rods. I want 4 of those. I want no more than 2 iron gears. And I want no more than 2 aluminum gears. Okay, so now we can ignore that. And yes, he gets those in there. He won't get more than 2 and 4 of the other kind. So he'll be able to continue making the basic mechanical essence. All right, that's a good start for him. Now we need a third channel I want to use for the first tier's output products. That's going to be this guy right here. He is our first input to the regular mechanical essence. So he's going to be an extract on channel 3. So again, I'll turn him to extract mode, channel 3, redstone mode ignored, max transfer speed. So you can be an extract. We don't have any more extracts right now. We'll go back and fix these in a little bit. They're going to be an extract on channel 1, probably, yeah, 1, because we need other ones to be with these. We could use 2 item cards, but I'd rather just put them on the same channel. So there's that. The induction smelters, they are going to be, this guy is going to get coal from the pyrolyzer. So he's actually going to go to the left, and then he'll output his, what is that stuff? The coal coke into him. And we'll get iron from channel 1. So you are going to be an insert extract on the back, and you are an insert from the left. And you don't do any automatic on any of those things. So the rest of these guys are all going to be inserts on channel 1. That's going to be our copper, our tin, our nickel, and whatever I'm forgetting, iron, and iron over here. So these are all inserts on channel 1. So let's go fix that. You are an insert you are on channel 1. And all we have to do then is filter them. So let's make sure we do that real quick. So you are an insert, and you are going to make either bronze or invar. Let's have you be our bronze guy. So you will have a counting filter of copper ingots, and we'll say you can have 6 of those. And then you can have 10 ingots, and you can have 2 of those. Okay, that should be good, and you do get those, and that way you will make invar for me. Since for right now the only place we need invar is in the gear maker, let's swap just a couple things. Let's take one of these multi-servo presses, and let's place him down over there. And then, rather than put a card, we'll just take the input from the back, and we will auto output to the right. So you are going to be my rod die, and you are going to be an input from the left, and you will auto output. And that should start pushing the bronze over there as soon as he gets one. There we go. He pushed the bronze over there, and he'll make bronze rods. And we will output to the back eventually. All right, this is going to be my steel guy because the pyrolyzer is here. So I need an input on the back that inserts iron. So we're going to put a couple of iron in my insert card. Okay, he's disabled right now. Let's say we get 2 iron ingots. And we'll turn him to ignored. And why don't you get iron ingots? It might be because we don't have any iron ingots. I'm thinking he's outputting all of these, and then they're just going over here to be in the multi-servo press. Now, oh, here we go. Okay, he did eventually get some after he made more. I'm going to have to speed the iron guy up. He's not going to be fast enough, but we'll get there in a bit. And then this guy will get coal and whatever from this. So why aren't you getting any coal? Do you have an EMC link? You do. Did I configure it? Let's get a piece of coal ore. Okay. You input from the bottom, you auto input, and auto output to the left, and he should only be able to make coal. So coal should be all that goes in there. So coal will insert into the pyrolyzer, which will cook it up into coal coke, which will go in here, and then we'll make steel. Alright, so we have a multi-servo press, and a multi-servo press, and an induction smelter. So one of you is going to be for the invar gears, and one of you is going to be for the steel gears. So you're both steel, both this guy. This guy's going to be for invar. So you need to get both iron and nickel. So let's put your filter in there. I want you to have 4 iron and 2 nickel. And we'll activate this. And he probably won't get anything for a bit because we don't have enough iron and we're not exporting the nickel yet. But when you are done, you will actually only get an output there, and you'll output to the left. You are going to input from the left, and you're going to output to the back. And you will be my invar gear maker. And then finally, you are going to be an input and an output on the back, and you are going to get my steel. And then finally, we will input this from when we make the basic mechanical essence, and then finally, we will compress this and send it down. So I need some more item cards. Let me go make a few more of those. All right, item cards. There we go. Let's make 10 of those. So I think these guys are not configured. They're configured for an extract on 1. Oh, but he's not. So you should be an extract on 1. And then I think you would start taking the nickel out. Am I right about that? I don't seem to be right about that. I put the wrong thing in the filter. It's supposed to be nickel ingots. So let's do that. Now you get nickel. Okay, there we go. Fix that problem. So you're making bronze, you're making rods, you need to extract. So is this channel 3? This should be the same channel. So yeah, you are an extract on 3. So let's make some extract cards for channel 3. That's going to be this guy. So you are an extract on 3. What are you? No, what are you? You are steel. Steel is probably an extract on 2, I think. Steel's a bit special. He needs to go in one place. So realistically, it'd be better if this multi-servo press were over here instead. So I'll move that eventually. But just imagine we're going to take this steel and get it into this multi-servo press, which I'll do between episodes. So that will get our steel gears. And basically, that's everything we need for materials being produced to end up in this stuff. Oh, you're not making Invar gears? Why not? You are not auto-outputting. Is that the problem? If you go now, do you auto-output? There we go. Now we'll get Invar gears. So Invar gears, steel gears, bronze rods, and basic mechanical essence. Once we have a mixer, we can mix it all up and finish this process. All right. That is a good wrapping up point for today's episode. Hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like and subscribe button and come back and see us next time when we'll finish up this automation and then maybe do something else. We'll see. Thanks for watching.